Welcome, everybody, to episode number 1 of Yogi Bryan Talks. I'm Yogi Bryan. I'm your host. This episode, I'm just going to talk about my journey. Next episode, we'll have guests. But this episode, I'm just going to talk about my journey, how I got here, what do I want to do with this podcast, and what my mission is. So I'll start with my mission. So my mission is to share the practice of yoga and meditation in a humorous way so people can develop a healthy body and peaceful mind. That is my mission. And once I got super clear on that mission, the doors just kept unlocking. The universe kept just opening its doors, and I was just walking through them. So that's what I want to talk about is my journey. And I want to talk about finding a purpose, because finding a purpose really helped me just figure out who the fuck I am and where the fuck I'm going. So my journey started, my yoga journey, my meditation journey started on accident. I never intended to be a yoga teacher. I never intended to be a meditation guide. I never intended to have like an influential Instagram account and inspire people. Never intended that. All I wanted to do when I first started Instagram is to make fun of yoga. That's really all I wanted to do. One of my friends had an Instagram account and she was making fun of yoga. So she was doing a yoga challenge for her yoga studio. And every day you got to post a different yoga pose. So every day I'd go on Instagram and she's doing yoga on her kitchen counter, yoga on her bed, just yoga in the most craziest places. And I thought, this is ridiculous. I should make fun of yoga. I should do yoga in random places, make up my own poses, make it a parody account. So that's what I did. I started Instagram, made fun of yoga, made up my own poses. I was terrible at yoga at the time. I had no clue what I was doing. And the account became popular. I think within a week or a month, I had 1,000 or 2,000 followers. I thought I was super fucking famous. Like, I thought I was the influencer. Like, wow. And when I started this account, it was all about ego. I wanted followers. I wanted likes. I would do that whole I'd follow a lot of people and then unfollow people, that bullshit, which doesn't work, by the way. If anybody out there is growing an Instagram or growing social media, don't fucking do that. It doesn't work. It just pisses people off. But yeah, I started as a joke. And as the Instagram account became more popular, I decided I should go practice yoga. I should join a yoga studio, practice yoga so I can make fun of yoga more. So I joined a cool studio downtown Phoenix that vibed with me. I started practicing yoga and I fell in love with the practice. I just fell in love with how it made me feel. I could process my emotions better. I could feel my body. I was going through a rough time at that time. I was going through divorce number one. And it was just a rough fucking time. I was pretty angry. And yoga just chilled me out. I'd be in Shavasana with my eyes open, like looking at the fucking ceiling, being pissed, just going through my situation. But yoga was my medicine at the time. I honestly don't know where I would be during that period of time if yoga didn't save my ass. So I loved it. And I decided I'm going to do yoga teacher training. And my sole intention was, I'll go to yoga teacher training. I'm not going to teach though. I just want to develop my practice more, and I want to grow my Instagram and grow my following more. So I signed up for yoga teacher training. I paid in full because I know that I'm a fast starter in things. I like to fucking go all in and go 110%. And it's tough for me to finish things. So I paid in full. I'm like, I'm going to fucking do this. Like, I already put all my money in. I paid in full. It's going to happen. And it happened. And it was just one of those things where I knew I was on the right path. I had a lot of opportunities come my way. At the studio that I was doing my yoga teacher training with, when I was towards my end of my yoga teacher training, the studio owner was like, hey, how about you teach this rooftop class at this bar up on this awesome freaking hotel. And I was so scared, but I said yes, because I heard that as a yoga teacher, the opportunities are going to come. You got to say yes to the opportunities. Like, you might show up to go take a class, and you're teaching, or you're almost a teacher, or you graduated your teacher training, you show up for a class and the teacher might not show up, or the teacher might be sick, and you might be the person that might have to teach that class. You might not feel that you're ready, you know? But I heard, just say fucking yes to any of the opportunities, because that's how you get your experience. That's how you get your practice to become a teacher. So I said yes to teaching this rooftop event, and there's 100+ people at this event. And it was like 2 weeks out. I was scared as fuck. Like, I didn't even sleep for that week. It was nuts. But anyways, I did that class. It was completely amazing. I didn't fuck up. Things went well, and I got out of my comfort zone. And just things like that kept happening during my yoga journey. I was able to teach right after I graduated my yoga teacher training. So just naturally, like a natural progression that way. I heard Brian Kess say, because I watched a lot of Brian Kess interviews, I heard Brian Kess say that if you practice yoga, the universe will take care of the rest. And that's exactly what has happened to me. I'm just speaking from my experience. I practice yoga and the universe takes care of the rest. And how I explain that is just yoga gives me that space. It unlocks doors. I can see things more clearly. I can take time to pause more clearly and just see, like, just manifest shit from my mind. And this yoga journey has taken me to like subconscious reprogramming, meditation. I started a meditation journey where I was meditating every day for 90 days. And it led me to become a meditation guide and learn all this different type of, like subconscious reprogramming. I do subconscious reprogramming every night. So just to sum up the story, I started this journey to make fun of yoga, and yoga fucked me up. Yoga was like, no, we're going to make fun of you. We're going to change your life. That's what yoga did. So yoga completely changed my life. I lost, 20, 30 pounds just practicing yoga. Just my mind state's better, because I suffer from depression and anxiety. I still do. It's a constant fucking battle. It's a constant struggle. But yoga is that solid medicine for me, that if I practice yoga consistently, if I practice meditation, if I do something to move my body, it fucking helps. And I got to do it with humor. It's just fucking yoga is my motto. I say that to myself over and over again. I know if you follow my social media accounts, I say that quite a bit. And I don't just say that for everybody out there. I say that for myself. I say that daily. It's just fucking yoga. Because I take my practice, I take myself too seriously. Anybody that's around me knows that I'm a pretty serious person. And I have to break that shit daily and say, Brian, it's just fucking life. It's just fucking yoga. Relax. Don't compare your practice with anybody else. Don't compare you as a yoga teacher with the teacher that's been teaching for 30 years. You're not there yet. Teach what you know, Brian. Teach what you know. Don't get ahead of yourself. It's just fucking yoga. Don't compare your practice with someone else. Just fucking yoga. Because for me, and it might be the same way for you, when you go down that comparison road, you'll always find someone that's better than you. Someone always has a bigger house. Someone always has a better handstand. Someone's always a better fucking teacher, But it's just fucking yoga. How am I right now? What can I teach right now? What is my practice looking like right now? How does my body feel right now? Focusing on what's inside my mat it's just fucking yoga to me. So that is my motto. And let's talk about mission, or talk about purpose. So a few years ago, I watched this awesome YouTube video, and I'm going to post the link to this YouTube video. It's by Adam Lepzig, and it's a TED Talk on how to find your purpose in 5 minutes. Because I was struggling with my purpose, especially as a yoga teacher. Like, what the fuck is my purpose? And I was just all over the place. And I was thinking, like, when you're going hiking, or you're going somewhere where you see a map, like maybe at the mall, and you see that map, and the map says you are here. That's like something that I really had to figure the fuck out. Like, where the fuck am I on this map, and where do I want to go? So this video really helped me out. It's titled How to how to know your life purpose in 5 minutes. I'll put the link in the description so you can watch it. It's only 10 minutes. It's pretty chill. But the questions on how to find your purpose, I'll go over these questions with you. So the first question is, who are you? Second question is, what do you love to do? Third question is, who do you do it for? And the fourth question is, what do those people that you do it for, what do they need? Fifth question is, how those people can change as a result. All right? So you're probably like, what the fuck is this, Yogi Bryan? Well, I'll go over it. So who you are, you just say your first name. And I'm going by what this video is saying. This is not my thoughts, but I'll show you what I did with it. So the first question, who are you? You just say your name. My name is Bryan, Yogi Bryan. Second, what do I love to do? What do you love to do? I love yoga and meditation. I fucking love that stuff. So that's what I love to do. And if you don't know what you love to do, what is something that you do so well or you know so well that you can teach somebody else? Like, what's that natural talent that you have? Are you a writer, or are you creative, or are you a comedian, or are you a software programmer? What do you love to do that you can teach someone else? You're so good at it that you can teach someone else. Okay, so that's the second question. The third is, who do you do it for? So think about your audience. Like, who are you going to do this for? Who are you going to help with your talent, with your love, with something that you can teach? Fourth question, what do these people need? So with your talent, with what you love, with what you can teach, what do these people need that you can teach? Do they need to be better comedians, or do they need to laugh a little bit more? Or do they need more flexibility because you're a yoga teacher? Or do they just need more peace of mind? So what do these people need? And then the fifth question, last question, is, how do these people change as a result? As a result of you sharing your gift, as a result of you teaching these people, how do they transform? How do they change? Okay? So those are the questions. I'll give you my example, my mission, how I formulated my mission with these questions. So first question, who am I? I'm Yogi Bryan. What do I love to do? I love to teach yoga and meditation in a humorous way. I like to be funny. Like, that's my natural talent. I love to make people laugh. Who do I do it for? I do it for people. And what do these people want and need? They want a healthy body and peaceful mind. And they transform and they change because as they have a healthy body, peaceful mind, they transform, they change. Their life's better. They have more space and just more love for the world. So putting that all together, my mission is to share my practice of yoga and meditation in a humorous way so people can develop a healthy body and peaceful mind. I write that shit down everywhere. I have it in my journal and I look at it daily. So I keep on track of where I'm going, because it's very easy for me with ego to get off track of that. And as you notice with these questions, only 2 out of the 5 of these questions for the purpose is about you, is about me. That's it. 2 out of the 5. The other 3 questions, the majority of the questions are about the other person. How can I help other people? How can I transform other people's life? How can I share my gift? Because when you get to the point that you're helping other people, the universe is going to reward you. It's done it for me. When your true intention, your true motive is to really help other people, the doors start open. I'm telling you, the doors start open, the opportunities start opening. Your social media account will grow more, or your blog, or whatever you're doing, your business. When you're really providing service and you're providing value for other people, like, it just works out that way. So that is my mission. That is episode 1. I can't wait to share some of the guests that I'm going to have on this show. We're going to be releasing an episode every week here at Yogi Bryan Talks. So tell your friends, tell your family, share this podcast. I would greatly appreciate it. And check the links here. Watch that 5-minute video, watch that 10-minute video on YouTube about the life purpose, and comment. Let me know how it helped you. And let me know what your mission is. Write it in the comments or send me a message. Let me know what your mission is. But thank you all so much. Appreciate. And remember, gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Namaste, everyone.